Hello, everybody. What's going on, trading world? Manuel Bueno here with Instant Funding. And today we have a brand new trader. We're going to get to know Oliver from London. He's found success here with Instant Funding, has got over 5,000 in payouts. He's found success in his strategy. And today we're going to get to know him better on how he's found success trading two pairs only, EU and GU. Let's dive into it. Good afternoon, traders. Instant Funding here, and we have another brand new trader today that we're gonna get to know, Mr. Oliver from London. How you doing today, sir?
Not bad, mate. You?
Very good, very good. Likewise. We're super excited to have you here today.
Cheers, mate.
First off, congratulations.
Thank
Is
you very
this
much.
is this your first interview with the prop firm?
It is. It is.
Wow, nice, man. Congratulations. We're gonna get to know you better, but I know it's a long path for anybody who
That's
decides to take this journey.
That's
So
it.
congratulations. We're happy to have you, and let us get to know you a little better. You're from London.
Yeah.
Let us get to know your story, how old you are, how you got into trading.
So, I'm Ollie, 19 years old, just turned. So just I'm young. I got introduced to trading by my younger cousin, actually. He got me involved because he was really into crypto and stuff before me. And he introduced me to Forex trading, and I just loved it instantly. I think I love the idea more of making money than the aspect of actually having a love for trading.
Right.
But I started making money when I loved trading. That changed. It wasn't just for the
Right.
money; it was for the love of trading.
So did you trust him when he told you that, or I need to look into it? Let
Obviously, I
me.
went away and I've looked into
Okay.
it more, watched YouTube videos, done all the usual stuff that people do when it comes to trading.
Okay.
Being a little bit skeptical, getting to know the game more, because there's a lot of things out there that people portray an image that's
Right.
not actually realistic, and you've got to try and pick apart the people that actually do know what they're talking about.
Right.
And I found a guy, and I stuck with him, and it's worked out well. It's working out. I was a big strategy hopper. I was very easily influenced by social media, and I followed a lot of different traders on social media.
Okay.
And obviously, they're all doing different strategy. They got their own strategies,
Right.
support resistance, supply and demand, ICT, all of that, all the different
Right.
ideas that people use. I would see one thing and I would look at it and think, well, they're making money, so why don't I just copy them? And then I would lose a few trades, and then I'd be like, okay, that's not working. Let me go over there. That was what
Right.
my issue was. But when I cracked down and got something that suited me and I put together, that's when I, excelled and took off. But there's so many challenges I've done. I've just failed from just strategy hopping, from over risking, from just being stupid.
So you take the first prop firm, the
Yep.
very, very first one. What happens?
I absolutely put it on the floor.
Okay.
Nothing, not even. I don't even think I probably went into any. Great,
So
just the
pos-
classic.
yeah. So position open, account lost.
I think I might have. I don't even remember.
Okay. So that happens. What are
Yeah.
you thinking?
Oh, this is maybe harder than what I
Okay.
imagined.
Were you
Very
seeing success on your demo accounts?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit.
Okay.
But then I changed strategies when I go onto the challenges. As I was
Okay.
saying, that was my biggest issue.
So you fail the first one.
Yep.
How fast do you take the next one?
I'm pretty sure it was pretty much within
Same
a
day.
week.
Yeah, okay.
In a week.
Okay. So new account, new strategy. Or no, not yet.
Probably a new strategy. I like to bounce between support and resistance and like supply and demand. So
Okay.
I think I probably just bounced strategy. Yeah.
Okay. So new account, new strategy.
Yeah. Brand new, fresh start. Thinking, this is it.
This.
There you go. I'm going in now.
Right.
I remember there was one of them where I actually got. I think I maybe got up to 106, 107,000. I was buying 100K challenges.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was about to ask. Okay.
I went straight in with 100K challenges.
Okay.
A lot of people were telling me like, oh, you need to go in with like 10Ks to start off with,
Right.
because psychologically, dealing with when you're seeing, you're up 1,000, you're down 1,000 on your MetaTrader or your C-Trade or whatever. For someone that's quite a lot of money. It is a
Right.
lot of money, and that can mentally take a toll on you. So
Right.
starting with 10,000 instead of seeing minus 1,000, minus 100, psychologically it's a lot easier.
So how do you feel? Do you feel going straight to 100Ks helped you, or do you think it hurt you?
I think it hurt me. I think it took
Okay.
me longer because I went straight into 100Ks.
Did you find any success in any account at all?
No.
No. So just
No.
fail after fail after fail
Yeah.
after fail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
About how many?
How many have I done overall from
Yeah.
today?
If they've all failed, about how many have you done up to this point until you found the one that worked?
Maybe
Yeah, just
20?
20. Beautiful.
Maybe 20?
Okay.
Which is a lot of money considering they were all 100Ks and probably a
Right.
couple of 200Ks in
Right.
there.
So at any point, 1, 2, 3, until you get all the way to 20,
Mm.
do you ever say this is not for me?
Yep.
This is not working.
Yep. So it got to a point where I actually said, okay, this is really not working, is it? So I took a
Okay.
break. I took a break for probably 4 or 5 months,
Okay.
6 months, just stepped away.
You
Yep.
blow 20 accounts.
Yep.
Now I need a break.
Yeah, that's done.
Okay.
It's not working.
Okay.
I went away and just completely forgot about trading.
Okay.
I was looking at the charts, like I couldn't help myself. I was like
Right.
opening my phone, opening my computer, or whatever, and I was just having a look through, but I wasn't looking, like, I wasn't taking anything. I wasn't doing anything.
Right. Right. Just to
I
see if your idea was right.
Yeah, but I needed to just get away from it because
Right.
it was quite mentally draining.
Right. Right.
It really does take a toll on you, on your mental health away from
Right.
trading. Because if you
Right.
do another account, I couldn't stop thinking about it throughout the day.
Yeah.
It was all I was thinking about.
Right.
So I was just like, I'm gonna stop for a bit.
5 months vacation. What happens? Why do you decide to come back?
Well, I've got my phone up and I'm following all these traders on Instagram, and I'm like, you've done all the hard work.
Right.
You've wasted so many thousands of hours and these years looking at it, and you're just stopping it. What are you doing?
Right.
You need to go and seriously do this properly this time.
Right.
So I go for it.
Okay.
I find one person on YouTube, and I just watched every single one of his videos, every single one, and
Okay.
everything he done, I done.
Okay.
And I followed it to a T. And I bought his course
Okay.
and done his course, and that's what changed it for me.
Okay. So this strategy that you find now when you come back,
Mm.
did you ever trade that way while you were failing, or was this completely new?
It's not a unique way of trading. It's a very simple way of trading.
Okay.
It's what I wasn't doing before.
At all.
I thought that the more complicated I make it, the more things I can put on my chart,
Right.
the cooler I can make it look, the better I'm going to be.
Right.
Which is literally the furthest thing away from the truth, because what you've got to remember is you're waking up every morning and you're looking at this chart, trying to look for something. You've got to be able to repeat it. You can't do something that is not repetitive. It's not going to work. You need repetition. You need something that you can look for every single day that's easy to find, that's not complicated. Because you can't repeat something every single day of your life that's complicated and hard to do.
Right.
It's not going to work.
Right.
And that was the turning point for me when I
Okay.
started buying things.
So you come back straight into education. Brand new
Yep.
course, brand new mentor, brand new everything.
Yep.
No challenges yet.
No challenges.
Okay. Just
No
education. Okay.
Yep.
So about how long of you studying and back on the charts do you decide to get a new challenge?
I think it was probably 2 months, maybe
Okay.
a month and a half.
Okay, so 2 months. 2 months
Yep.
later, I'm back. Brand new Oliver.
That's it.
I learned from my mistakes.
Yep.
I can't do the same thing no more. I'm not a quitter.
Yep. That's
So
it.
100K, I'm assuming.
Yep. Straight
Okay.
in. Yep.
Okay. What happens?
I passed.
Okay.
I passed the first one. It might have been. It might have. No, it wouldn't have been. I can't remember. And I got a really nice payout, and that was the feeling of like, okay,
With this account, you got to pay out.
with the
Yeah,
first,
with the first one when you come
yeah.
back. Okay. So
So then I was
strategy
like,
works. Strategy's working.
so you if you stick to this, you know it works now.
Okay.
I followed it perfectly. Everything that I
Okay.
was in my trading plan, I followed it, and it didn't change anything. I'd done it all, and I
Okay.
got a payout. Passed the challenge, got a payout. First payout. Can't
Okay.
remember how much it was. I think I probably made 3 or 4%. I think it was 3%
Okay.
on 100K. So it was $3,000.
Okay.
And
About $3,000.
I look at my account, it hits. I'm like,
Ah.
wow.
Okay.
Because obviously I didn't even think I had a job. No, I didn't have a job. I never had a job before. This was like my
Right.
first. That was my first bit of money ever made.
Okay.
I was like, wow, okay, this is real.
Okay. Yep.
And I could then go to my dad. It was my mum. My mum believed me the whole time that
Okay.
because she was like, he's not stupid. He can. I know he wouldn't put his time into something that would not be worth it. So I
Right.
take it to my dad, prove to my dad. I'm like, here you go. And he was like, well done. I didn't believe it was all legit. And then just carried it on from there. Really, just
Okay.
doing the same thing.
So did you stay consistent with this account?
I think I probably had it for 3 or 4 months,
Okay.
maybe,
Good. Good.
which is that's quite a, if people know, that's quite good to
Yeah.
have a funded account for that amount of time.
Right. Right. So are you getting now are you getting payouts in these 3, 4 months?
Yep. I'm getting,
Okay. Okay. So whatever, 1%, two weekly, bi-weekly,
yep.
we got some consistency.
We're going in and we're nice and,
Okay. Okay. So that changes everything.
yep, exactly.
That changes everything.
Yep.
Okay. So you find instant funding, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what point in the journey you're at instant funding, but at this point, you're confident on yourself. You're confident in your strategy.
Yep.
You've been getting consistent payouts.
Yeah.
Brand new Oliver.
Yeah.
Something's working.
Yep. That's it.
Okay. So 100K account with instant funding. What happens?
So I bought a challenge.
Okay.
Uh, I was with other firms before.
Right.
How did I find you? I think I found you through. Um, I think it was Instagram actually.
Okay.
I found you through Instagram. Looked on your Instagram, and I looked at the prices that you were offering, and that was the most enticing thing. I think the prices and the one phase challenges, because
Right.
I was just looking at that point after doing a 2 phase. I was like, is this really? I can pay. I'd rather pay a little bit more and do just the first
Right.
phase and get my hands on the money quickly.
Right.
Um, so yeah, I bought the challenge with instant funding and started it off, and I'm pretty sure I passed maybe on the first or the second challenge with instant
Okay.
funding.
Okay.
Um, I was at a point where if I got the account so low, like in drawdown, if I had just because everyone goes on losing streaks. If I was on a losing streak and I bought a challenge and I got it down to a -8, 7%, -7%, I would call it and I would just buy another one. But
Right.
that's not the right thing to do. People shouldn't
Right.
do that. That's really not the right thing to do. You shouldn't use that mentality.
Right.
Because you can get yourself out of drawdown if your risk to rewards on point.
Right.
That's what it's all about. But yeah, I think maybe first or second instant funding account.
Okay. So share your screen with us. Let's see a little bit of your account history and let's see a little bit of your trading strategy.
Yeah, so this was the account I had the payout on.
Okay.
So what we started, the first trade was December 6th.
Okay.
This was just gone last year. December 6th. So this would have been my first trade. So I do 1 to 3, 1 to 4 risk to rewards.
Okay.
So that would have been my first trade. And then that would have been a scaling position. So that would have been 2 positions.
Okay.
That would have been a first entry and then a second entry on top of that in this in the same move.
Okay.
And then that was the payout there.
Okay.
And I was just over risking, obviously, because at that point I've got the payout, haven't I? So I'm good on the investment, is what
Right.
for me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
It's all
Yep.
an investment at the end of the
No,
day.
no money's lost. We made profit.
I've made money. You
Right.
know, everyone's made money.
Okay. So about what are we looking about? 8% payout? Almost 8%?
Yeah.
Okay. So almost 8%. You get your payout.
Yeah.
Now it you enter this account confident, right? Confident in yourself, confident in your strategy.
Yeah.
You get your payout, account resets
Yeah.
100K.
Yeah.
What
And
happens
I,
after that?
I
We're
think,
we're we're, we're looking at
yeah.
the a different, right? The
Yeah.
beginning we're up, then
Yeah.
is downtrend.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I'm looking at it as in like, I've just got a 7% payout. I'm up by an awful lot. I'm back to square one now. I'm back to 100K at the next
Right.
month. And I'm just like, well, there's not really got a lot to lose here. So
Okay.
I must have,
Let's
I must have done a strong setup
yeah.
in my eyes. And it must have,
Let's make 100,000 now in one trade.
yeah, and it must have just,
Right.
I don't
Okay.
really remember, to be fair, but it
Right. Right.
must have just gone down.
So was this a consistent losing streak, or was this just over risking on a trade or two? Just let's see what happens.
Oh no, this first trade here. So this trade here. So we're at 100K on January. So this was December. This is January.
Yep.
So this is just a normal 1% trade actually.
Okay.
So I went down into 98.8.
Yeah.
And
Okay. Loss. Yep.
then it was just, I guess, losers.
Okay.
Just losses down into the the limit.
Right. Right.
Drawdown.
Right.
Which
So
is quite
this
easy to do, to be honest with you. I
right.
mean, it's not hard to do.
Right.
It's quite easy if you're on a losing streak. That's why now I'll always recommend risking 0.5%
Okay.
from your when you're on a starting balance, whatever your account size is. I
Right.
recommend always risk 0.5 until you get a little bit of leverage away from the initial starting balance. Always risk 0.5%. I would say.
Right.
Try and get yourself away from the.
So when you lose this account, obviously nothing really happened, right? Because you made profit, you got your initial investment back.
Yeah.
But how do you feel when this happens? This has to have some type of feeling.
Well, I also had other funded accounts at the time,
Right.
so it wasn't quite as hard on,
Right.
the psychological
Mentally.
side.
Right.
Yeah. But obviously, it's a 100K account gone, isn't it? So you've got to have a challenge again. So
yeah. So show us a little bit of your strategy, Oliver. Let's see how you approach the charts.
So I only trade two pairs.
Okay.
I literally only trade GU and EU, but mainly
Okay.
only GU, to be honest with you.
Okay.
It's very simple how I trade, as I said before. I only literally really use the 15-minute chart.
Okay.
I don't use multiple time frame analysis going down from the daily to 4 hour.
Okay.
I don't do that.
So you get on your chart straight to the 15-minute.
I get on the chart. I might look at the 1 hour for like a directional bias to see whether we're going down or up. And I am if I'm looking for a buy and the 1 hour is saying, the 1 hour is bearish, then I probably wouldn't look for buys on the 15-minute. I would probably stick with the hourly, directional bias.
Okay.
But yeah, mainly the 15-minute is where I look at everything. Let's find an example. There was one literally a couple days ago this week. It was here. So ignore all of this price before, because obviously this wasn't here. So what I saw when I got on the charts was this was 5:45 in the morning. So this is all before London Open.
Okay.
So I see that I basically use liquidity, imbalances, break of structure, and Fibonacci.
Okay.
That's all I use.
Okay.
So what I saw was I got on the charts and I saw this liquidity grab here. It swept out the liquidity from the Asia session. And then it broke this previous low here. I mean, obviously as well, we're struggling to break highs here. That's pretty obvious. We can't. Right. Price is struggling to go up. It's obviously, running out of buying power. It's going to sell off soon. You can see that. But yeah, so get the liquidity grab. Then we push to the downside here, breaking the previous low here. And then what I'm looking for now, when this is broken and we're here, when price action's here and we've broken that previous low, I'm now looking for a retracement back into an imbalanced area, right? Which was here for me.
Okay.
I like this area as well because there was obviously, as you can see here and here, it was obviously a key area in the market where price was either bouncing off of or was, there was reactions from this area. So it's obviously there's something in that area. They're obviously liking that area, the banks. So I was waiting for price to drop below. We get that. So now what I'll do is I'll pull my Fibonacci tool. I only use the 618 level. I don't use the 0.5, the 7, and whatever the other ones are. I don't use them.
Okay.
Whatever. I literally only use the 618. And I don't use the wicks of candles. I only use the bodies. So what I'll do is I'll take it from the top body, so the body of the start of the move, all the way to the body of the bottom of the move. And then basically all I use that for is for an entry, right? And I enter on the 618 level. And I always have a 10 pip stop loss. Always.
Always 10.
Always. So I always do 10 pip stop loss and 30 take profit.
30.
So
1 to 3.
Or if there's like an area to aim for, like that's further down and I can get a 1 to 4, I would maybe go a 1 to 4, dependent. But I don't like to get 3. I like to mainly stick with 1 to 3.
Okay.
So yeah, price is here. I've got my Fibonacci tool out. I've had my break of structure. I've had my liquidity sweep. There's now a bit of selling pressure in the market. All I want now is for price to push back up, fill that imbalanced area, which is here, and then move to the downside. Okay. So 10 pip stop loss, and then a 30 pip take profit here. It's quite lucky with this one. This is what I'm saying. Also, backtesting is a big thing. I've backtested what's best, like 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 1 to 6.
Right.
I've found that 1 to 3 is the most consistent, like getting my take profits hit and not spinning back on me. Because I was having issues before where I was trying to do like 1 to 6, 1 to 7 RRs, and I was going like 1 to 3, 1 to 4 into profit, and then it would just spin back on me.
Right.
And I also don't take partials or anything on my trading. So I might move my stop loss. I might half my stop loss, but I'll never like move it to break even or, trail it like people do. I literally just believe in my strategy. If I take a trade, I will hold it. I never get out early. As I said, again, I'm just keeping things simple. I'm trying to, so it's repetitive. I can do it every day. So that's it. Anyway, we get in, we fill the imbalance here. My entry's on the 6-1. I use limits as well. I don't use executions. So I would have set a limit here at, 634, 10634.
So no limits at all?
No, I use limits.
I'm no executions at all? Only limits?
No. Yeah.
Only limits.
Only limits, buy and sell.
Okay. And how did you make that decision? How did you end up coming to that? Was that what you learned on your course, or you learned that by yourself?
It wasn't really a course thing, actually. It was a thing I've picked up for a psychological reason. I feel like if I set it and it's, I haven't got control, I do still have control. Obviously, I can take the limit off, I can edit the limit.
Right.
When I feel like that's set at that 618 level with that imbalance, I leave it, let it hit, and whatever happens. That's it. That's trading. If you've got to believe in your strategy, I don't believe in, hesitation. If you're doing that, you haven't got a correct strategy that you believe in. You need to believe in strategy. So I'm happy to not go on.
Yep. So the limit thing kind of happened from you like learning yourself a little bit better.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So you enter the position maybe too early. Now you're in drawdown. Now you mess up the risk to reward.
Yeah, exactly. But this way as well, you can get a nicer entry. You're guaranteed to get that entry because you're waiting for price to come to you instead of chasing it. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. So what about the times your limit doesn't get hit? Maybe spread, maybe.
There's times where I'll be like this. So price will pull down or pull up, and I'm waiting for the pullback. and it will literally miss my entry by 0.2, 0.3 pips. And plus,
Okay.
you've got spreads and stuff like that.
Right.
You take that into account. But yeah, there's been times where I've literally missed the entry by 0.2 pips, and it's gone without me. But that's
Okay.
what it is. But there's also been times where I've missed an entry and it's gone the other way. Do you know what I mean? It's
Right.
good.
Right.
It hasn't been in. So it works both ways, doesn't it?
Yeah. Right. So the times you have missed your entry and it starts going in your direction, do you enter it late or you just let it go?
Unless it prints another setup. So unless it prints.
Brand new setup.
So yeah, if there's a move and I miss the first entry, but it
Right.
then drops below, break a structure, and then prints another imbalance, I will possibly get in on the new imbalance. Yeah.
Okay, but it's a brand new trade. It's not
Yeah.
the old one anymore.
No.
Okay. Okay.
I have no idea. But yeah, that's
Wow.
literally it. That's literally it. Just 15-minute break a structure, imbalance, keeping it nice and simple. Liquidity 1 to 3, maybe a 1 to 4 RR sometimes. Risking 1% most of the time. If I'm like 4% up, I might do a 2% risk.
Okay.
Just to, if I'm really strong in a setup and I see everything panned out really clearly, like this one, this is a perfect setup. I mean, it doesn't get that much better for me. That's
Right.
That's quite a nice little entry, and it goes down pretty quickly, syncs to my TP. So
Right.
yeah.
So EU and GU, was
Yes.
that what you've always traded, or you ended up just with these two?
Started off with GBP JPY was in there,
Okay.
and gold XAU USD.
Okay.
But I found with gold and GJ, they moved too quickly for my style of trading.
Okay.
I'm very
Okay.
like conserved in my trading. Like I don't trade Monday and I don't trade Friday as well. So
Okay.
I only trade Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Again, that's just from
Okay.
finding out
From
what
back
day.
testing.
Yeah, what days my strategy works, what days it doesn't. Monday was an awful day for me. I never
Right.
ever won on a
Right.
Monday. I was looking at going, and that's why another big thing as well. Journaling's a massive thing, because I was looking at my journal and working out that I'm losing pretty much every Monday. So what's the point? There's no point. I need to cut that out.
Right. Right.
But that's a hard thing to do, because I'll still get on the charts on Monday and I'll still look and I'll see a setup and I'm like, oh,
You start itching.
let me take it. But I'm like, no, don't do it.
Yeah. No, it's Monday. Right.
It's not my
Right.
day. So
Yeah. I trade a little myself also, and when those days like that happen, there's a quote I always try and remember.
yeah.
It's the pain of being disciplined hurts less than the pain of I'm messing it up, but it hurts. It hurts less. It hurts less when you're disciplined than when you take the wrong setup
and you lose.
and you lose.
The
Yeah.
worst thing
So
is going against your setup and you shouldn't be doing it.
right.
But I tell you the worst thing that could ever happen is you go against your setup and you win.
Yeah.
That is the worst thing that can ever happen, because then you go, oh, now it's working.
Yeah.
And then you start thinking about, and now you're
yeah. Everything works now.
Yeah, exactly. And that's not
Yep.
worse than losing.
Yeah.
Winning.
Mark Douglas says that a lot. The more you should be terrified of the winning streaks.
Yeah.
The winning streaks change everything.
That is very true.
Right.
Very true.
So Oliver, I'm a brand new trader.
Yeah.
You found success in the markets.
Yeah.
You found some consistency. You failed.
Yep.
What advice do you have for me or for anybody looking to enter this trading space?
Can I close this down quickly?
Yes, sir. Yeah, you can stop. Yep.
There we go. I would say you need to find someone who's legitimate, who's reliable, who's got results, who can prove results, who's got certificates, who can show to you that, yeah, I have been doing this. Yeah, I have been, receiving payouts. I have credibility. You need credibility is the main thing in this game. There's more people who don't have credibility that are just trying out there to sell you a course and they can't actually really trade. You need to find someone who's got, who's actually wants to help you out, not just to make a bit of money, who can actually trade. So find someone who can actually do it, who's credible. You also need to backtest. I think backtesting, when you get a strategy, I think backtesting is the most important thing. I spent hours just on the charts, just going through previous data, just testing loads of different things out, testing risk to rewards, testing Fibonacci levels, testing trading times. Times of trading is a massive thing as well that people, I think it goes past people and they don't think about it enough. Like, you need to test what time your strategy, because my strategy, it always appears at the same time. If it's going to appear, right, it always comes between like a 1 hour, 2 hour gap every single day. So I'm not allowed to take, I don't let myself take a trade unless it comes up within that time period, right? And that's where people go wrong. They look at the charts for too long. They try and force setups that they're just trying to look for a setup for the sake of things. You need to get rid of that mentality. You need to spend more time out of trades, not in trades. You need to spend more time just away from the market. The less time, trading is one of them things that people can't get their head around. And it took me a while to get my head around, because you're always taught like work really hard. The more you do, the harder you work, the more you're going to get out of things.
Right.
That's true with trading at the start. You've got to put the time in and you've got to put the effort in to give yourself the knowledge. But once you've got that, you need to have some discipline and just say, if I'm sat here all day staring, it's not going to work. I probably could go on the charts 15, 20 minutes and I can tell whether I'm going to get a setup or not.
Right.
And if not, I'm off for the day. That's it. I probably take 2 trades a week. That's probably 2 or 3. That's it. But when I do get a trade, I capitalize on it.
Right.
So if it's going in my way, I like to scale into my positions.
Right. Okay.
And take advantage of the market going in my direction.
Nice. Nice.
And that's it. That's all I can really say. And simplicity. Keep things simple. You need to be simple. As I said, you've got to repeat this every day.
Yeah.
So you can't complicate things. There's no point in doing that.
Right.
You need to keep it simple.
Yeah. Trading is hard enough already.
It's hard. Trading is not actually hard.
Right.
It's really not. The hard bit is the psychological bit.
Right.
That's the battle.
Right.
When you know the content and you know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
I don't find it difficult getting on the charts every day and trying to find that. Look what I just showed you. It's not difficult, is it? You could teach someone that in quite a short period of time. It's just whether they wouldn't be able to like deal with the psychological battle.
Right. Right.
That's what it's all about. I'd say trading is 95% psychological, 5% just like technical analysis.
Yep, I agree.
That's it.
Amazing story, Oliver. Thank you so much for being here with us today. I'm sure your story is gonna inspire many after you, many 15-year-olds just like you. We appreciate your time today. Congratulations on your first prop firm interview. I'm sure there's many, many, many more to come.
I hope so.
We wish you the best, and we wish to see you here again next time.
Cheers, Manuel, mate. Thank you.
All right, Oliver. You have a good one.
You too, mate. Thank you.
Bye.